A person must not forget their past, because the past holds the truth of who we are. Family history and honesty protect us from big mistakes. Long ago, in a village surrounded by wide savannas and tall baobab trees, there lived a man named Adam. He was known as a hard-working farmer. His fields were always green, and his goats were the healthiest in the village. But Adam's heart carried a deep sadness. 10 years earlier, his beloved wife, Zuri, had fallen sick and passed away. They loved each other dearly, and when she died, Adam felt as if half of his soul had gone with her. From that day, he refused to marry again. "I will live for her memory," he always told the villagers. The elders respected his loyalty, but as the years passed, they grew concerned. "A man should not live alone forever," they said. "A home without laughter becomes a silent forest." Adam ignored them. He buried himself in work and rarely spoke of his past. When Zuri died, she had just given birth to a baby girl. Zuri's mother took the baby away to her own village, promising to return when Kato was ready. But during that time, Adam traveled far for work, and messages never reached him. Rumors spread that the baby had also died. Heartbroken and confused, Adam believed the rumors. With time, the memories became dust in the wind. The young girl grew up in her grandmother's village and was named Amina. She was known for her kindness, respect, and wisdom beyond her years. She helped elders fetch water, cared for children, and never spoke harshly. People would say, "That girl has a spirit of gold." One dry season, Adam began to feel the weight of loneliness. His house was too quiet. No one greeted him in the morning. No one shared stories by the fire. One night, he looked at the stars and said, "Zuri, forgive me. I am tired of being alone." The next day, he told the elders he was ready to remarry. They were happy and encouraged him to look for a good-hearted woman. Adam traveled to a far village for the harvest market. The place was full of life. Drums beating, women singing, traders calling out their goods. There, he noticed a young woman helping an old woman carry a heavy pot of water. She moved with grace and spoke with respect. Adam asked a nearby trader, "Who is that girl?" "That is Amina," the trader replied. "She lives with her grandmother, a very good girl." Adam felt impressed. He approached respectfully and spoke to the grandmother about marriage. The grandmother welcomed the conversation, as was tradition. Elders gathered to discuss. As tradition required, Adam began to ask about the girl's family. "What is her name?" "Amina," said the grandmother. "Who is her father?" The grandmother sighed. "He was a man from another village. After my daughter died, we never saw him again." Adam felt his heart beat faster. He asked gently, "And her mother?" Amina answered softly, "I was told my mother died when I was a baby. I grew up with my grandmother. I do not know my father." The elders exchanged looks. Something felt familiar. They asked about the mother's name. "Zuri," said the grandmother. Adam froze. His walking stick slipped from his hand. The elders asked more questions about dates, places, and events. Piece by piece, the story matched Adam's past. Finally, one elder stood and said, "Adam, this is your daughter." Silence filled the air. Even the birds seemed to stop singing. Tears filled Adam's eyes. "My daughter? Alive?" The grandmother nodded. "I waited for you, but you never came. We thought you had forgotten." Adam fell to his knees. "I never knew she lived. I was told she died. Forgive me." Amina looked at him with wide eyes. She had always wondered about her father. Now he was here. Slowly, she stepped forward and embraced him. The villagers cheered with joy. Drums were beaten not for a wedding, but for a reunion. Adam returned home with his daughter. He built her a beautiful hut beside his. He taught her farming, and she filled his home with laughter again. He often told the youth of the village, "A person who forgets their roots may lose their future." Always know your family history. Truth may hide, but it never disappears. Loneliness can cloud judgment, but wisdom clears the path. Family history and honesty protect us from big mistakes.